The emergency room is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never closes, and we're here all the time. It's the final safety net. Hey, yo, how are you? The people holding this safety net are called emergency physicians. If you believe in this concept, you have a duty. You have a duty to cover the duty roster and to be available. And you do what you must to make it happen. All right, up and at 'em. Never-ending work exists across all medical disciplines. Waiting lists are huge for everyone, and new diseases are always developing. But in other specialisms, there's time to classify and prioritize, make appointments, and organize their workdays. Dr. Gagnon, what's the matter? The thing about emergency medicine is you can't organize your day. People just show up. Please take off your coat so I can examine you.
As a nurse, it's a bit of a challenge. I'm always reacting. Basically, you must always be ready to act. Hello. I don't have time to stop, think, sit down, or talk. I have to act now. Today, I'm helping out in the delivery room, so I'll go and get my report, see what's in it, how the day unfolds, how things go.
Shall we give a report?
Yes. As an assistant, you need an overview of everything that's happening at the same time. So you get a lot of requests from doctors, nurses, over the phone. Basically, you have to be on the lookout for everything that's happening.
Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too. There's a lot on your mind, especially when the occupancy rate increases. This morning, we're starting with 5 patients. Who's to say that in 2 hours, all our rooms won't be full? Hello, Inez. I wanted to ask about that. Do you need it or not?
The amount of energy you use in intensive care is like if you were running a marathon and suddenly a bell rang and you had to sprint. You always need enough energy to sprint, enough energy to continue the marathon. Patients don't care if you're tired. They need a hand. If you don't want any problems, you have to give it to them. You can't say, I only want to be in intensive care from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It doesn't work like that. If that's what you want, do something else.
Good. Shall we start tomorrow?
That's how we'll start.
Good, thanks.
Right now, I must admit that I'd kind of lost track. It's just my 3rd or 4th week straight in intensive care. I'd have to look at the schedule. At some point, it gets a little hazy. On the weekends, you lose your bearings. It becomes one long work week. Hello, guys. Team of 3 today? The night shifts aren't the problem. It's knowing how many calls we've had and where they were in our sleep cycle. Sometimes you can get a call at a really bad time. It's difficult to go back to sleep. In the morning, I'll get Dr. Grognon's wake-up call. I won't have much patience. Did they put Mr. Laflotte on the other side?
In AP.
Where in AP? We mustn't forget that nurses also work several days in a row. Residents work several days in a row. The further into the week you get, the more everyone is running on empty. Oh, Mr. Laflotte, hello. I'm Dr. Marquis. Remember me? We spoke yesterday.
Yes.
It's desirable to have consistency because when you get here in the morning, you don't know exactly what to expect. Your day starts. Well, your day never truly ends because they call you all night. But when you get here in the morning, you immediately know the situation. The treatment you've had means water has gotten in your lungs, okay? The good news is that it's easily solved, okay? These weeks are intense, but that's also what keeps it interesting and a reason to do this job. When I chose my discipline, it came with the territory. Excellent. We'll have to adjust everything, but we should be able to take off the mask pretty soon, all right? A day that starts out calm can end up the opposite. We enter the unknown and we have to adapt because that's what we do every day. Hello, hello. Today's the day we should get the biopsy report.
Shifts in nephrology are often pretty tiring. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. You?
Are you an A? We know what time we start in the morning, but we never know what time we'll finish at night. Can I help you with something this morning? My patients are spread out all over the hospital. There are as many in intensive care as on any other floor. In nephrology, we get consulted in practically every medical discipline. Today, I'm going to do a round in hemodialysis to make sure everything's fine with the hemodialysis patients. Then I'll probably check the patients in intensive care, assess if any of them should have dialysis, for example, today or tomorrow. Organize the dialysis, make the schedule. Then I'll visit the patients who need to be seen one by one. I have a lot on my plate.
Demand drives speed. When you arrive and it's completely full, and there's a 12-hour wait, when there's lots of patients lying down, patients who look sick, a number of high priorities, it creates a feeling of, okay, I have to be hyper-focused. So you want to take control of the situation as quickly as possible. This emergency room is big. We walk more than we did in the old emergency room. There are days when people walk 4 miles in the hospital. Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Hello, doctor. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine. You?
Right now, there's a slight drooping of the left arm, head pain, located more on the right side, loss of feeling in the entire left side. It all happened very suddenly.
Suddenly, yes.
Last week, he felt that there was a needle on the right side of his head.
Okay.
His head hurts more on the right side, too.
The first thing that goes through my head is, I'm going to pay attention to the most serious thing he tells me about, and I'm going to try and rule it out. How are you feeling?
It hurt to stand up. I started throwing up. I thought it was a heart attack or a stroke. I picked up my phone, but I couldn't see anything.
Why couldn't you see anything?
Because it was spinning.
Because it was spinning?
Yeah.
When you have patients with incoherent stories, it calls for much more work than coherent stories. The puzzle is much harder to put together. You have to decide what to leave out, what to take in, what to work with. That's sensitive.
Yes.
This here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That hurts. That hurts.
Where does it hurt?
It hurts from my neck to the right side of my head.
We're trying to rule out serious conditions. First, we have to rule out bleeding from an aneurysm or something like that. We're gonna do a scan, okay?
Okay.
I'll give you a little something for the pain so we can do a brain scan. I'll see you later. It takes a lot of energy to diagnose conditions. They're happening now, and they're potentially serious. I'll never get them out of my head until I've resolved them.
Today is the final day of the week. I've been seeing patients in consultation, meaning patients who are hospitalized in another unit, but I need a pulmonologist's opinion. I've been doing that for 2 weeks. Mr. Michel Maynard on 75? Today, like usual, before going to the task I'm assigned to this week, I'm going to see my patients in my external clinic. Outside of my scheduled hours in my regular clinic, because I have patients to inform about results. On the spot on your lung, we found tumor cells.
Okay.
There's cancer in your right lung.
Okay.
You have one chance to give bad news. I think you should take time with the patient to explain things to them because it's news that's going to be difficult to hear. But the good news is we can treat it, okay?
Okay.
There's hope of curing this cancer.
That's good.
Starting your day with difficult moments or the biggest challenges can be discouraging before your day has even begun. But once you've met with the patient, if it goes well, that can give you a bit of energy for the rest of the day. Come sit down, are you okay?
Yes, I've been better, but
I have good news. Yes. What's surprising in her case is she has never smoked. I think it's harder to learn you have lung cancer when you don't have the biggest risk factor. The good news is that it isn't in her lymph nodes, so she can have surgery. Can your daughter come then?
she told me that when she knew what was happening, she would probably come.
All right. It'll give you a helping hand. I still find it hard to tell people they have cancer because I know it turns their and their families' lives upside down. Sometimes when you tell someone, it gets very emotional. It depends on the patient's reaction. You dread it. You have to have faith. Most people in the same situation as you get better within 5 years of surgery. You want to break the news as gently as possible, but I don't think there's necessarily a good way to do it apart from being empathetic and showing the patient you're here for them. Being a doctor means listening to the patient. It doesn't mean taking their problems on our shoulders, but it's about always wanting to do the best we can for our patient. Yeah, today's going to be harder than I thought.
Do you feel comfortable examining her?
No, I don't.
No? Okay, I'll examine her. Being a nurse in the delivery room means ensuring quality of care. We have to ensure we offer safe care to our patients despite the never-ending flow of patients in the delivery room. Moms often arrive quickly and give birth. We bring the patient to a room. We have all the necessary equipment for the birth. It's important to get everything ready quickly because the situation can develop quickly. Okay, Mom. Bring your legs towards you. That's important. We need space. Open wide. The babies are usually fine, but you have to act quickly.
Oh, she's strong.
Hello, sweetie. I'll bring her to you. I won't be long.
Because she's 2 pounds.
We share beautiful moments with the families. We don't have much time to build trust and a good relationship. A little blanket for her, and there. Well done. You build them in a few hours. They're so happy that you helped them in this journey. It's special. You witness a birth. When they're pleased with how you've assisted them, it's rewarding.
In the past, family doctors took care of emergencies. Emergency physicians usually last around 5 years. In 25 years, I've seen tons of people leave. It's a pleasure. Why am I still here after 25 years? 1, I think I don't like change. 2, I like this chaos. I enjoy it. With resuscitation, it depends on where you work. It can be very nerve-wracking in a place where it never happens. And it's a big deal. It's a lot less nerve-wracking somewhere where everyone's used to doing it.
She was with her husband and she started struggling to breathe and feeling weak. He laid her down on the ground and she had a heart attack. We never had a pulse during the whole procedure.
With most elderly patients, when they die, I expect them to stay dead. Vicky, PEE on 3? You have to be careful. I don't talk about resuscitation. The guy was alive, then went into cardiac arrest in the emergency room, and we took him immediately. You don't say that. You say they arrived 45 minutes after CPR began. What's on the echo, Bernard?
I didn't see anything moving. The valves are motionless.
If you can keep someone who's brain dead alive, you can make a donor. And a donor will save the lives of 7, 8, 9 people. Okay, we'll stop there. Thanks, everyone.
Yes, HMR.
Another heart attack. It's unusual. 5 minutes apart. I'll clear up before the other one gets here. I'll just make room here and clear up the rest. When you're resuscitating someone, you tend to completely forget what you were doing before, because you're focusing on what you're doing. When you've settled down a bit and regained control, you can think again. But sometimes you forget to think. It's an extra responsibility that can throw you a bit.
This woman was at the bus stop, felt weak and fell down, heart attack.
I always prefer when it's all go. When it's very slow or too jammed so it's not moving, it's much less energizing. I like having a lot to think about. You get more energy when you know there are a lot of things to do. Okay, we'll defibrillate. Jacques? Well, It's hard to say just in quotation marks. It's just a heart attack. The heart isn't doing anything versus something else, something reversible. Let's stop there. It's been an hour. The vast majority of the time, it isn't reversible. They're dead. Did any family come? Do we at least have a name?
We don't even know who she is.
You can't, quote unquote, be done with it because you still have to find the family. If you haven't found them or their phone number 2 or 3 hours later, it's still there. It isn't over, it isn't resolved. You have to carry on. You can't just sit down and wait for the family to materialize. That saps a lot of energy.
Let's have a chat about how we're going to treat your lungs. The way to prevent fatigue from having an impact on our clinical work is first to recognize fatigue. When you know you're tired, you're more careful. Is that all right? All good? False alert. It's fine. When there's a fuss like this, people come and see. That's how it is. I prefer days that start off a bit busier. I don't trust days that start slowly because often, if we take our time, we can get caught out later in the day when things speed up. Oh, how's the asthma? Any better? I can't ask my team to always have the wheels in motion. If you're always crying wolf, you'll wear the team out. You need a balance.
There's a patient on the hemodynamics table who's desaturating.
Okay, let's go. With intensive care, we go where we're called, when we're called. If you are in the middle of something, you have to adapt. Take a deep breath. Is it hard for you to breathe? There's not much response of breathing. This patient was sent to have an emergency coronograph to see if he had clogged arteries and to put in stents because he had unstable angina. This put him at high risk of a heart attack. How's that? Is it easier to breathe like this? Do you have chest pain? Smells great, doesn't it? When they were trying to lay him flat on the examination table, he couldn't bear it. And then his lungs filled with water. Take it easy in N3. He feels like he's drowning. He feels like his head is at the bottom of a toilet bowl. The plan is to stabilize him.
Given the current situation, where we have patients and more patients, our pulmonology service is overflowing. There are patients who are hospitalized in pulmonology, but there are no beds on this floor. I had around 20. The floor was pretty much full, but they've been spread across several floors. They're in different places around the hospital. That means I can't control my schedule at all today because I don't know when I'll be called on to go somewhere else to see patients. Do you need the computer? This is particularly heavy going for us because it's been 2 weeks, or I feel like it's been 2 or 3 big weeks. No, I went to 8. Okay, well, I'm going to 6, maybe in half an hour. There's a huge number of patients, but when the number keeps increasing, we get a bit pressed for time, as we've been pulled in multiple directions and we have to get through the day. You're short of breath.
I've been like this for 3 days.
Since my patients are split up across the hospital, I'm always anxious that I'm going to forget to see a patient. That's a big cause of fatigue, undeniably. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Where's Mr. Weasel? It's annoying when you come to see a patient and they're not there, so you have to come back. At the same time, I want to see them once their exams are done because I have results and I can make progress. When I have the same work to do and my patients are only on my floor, I have all my requests around me. I know exactly where my papers are, so it's one less nuisance, one less difficulty. It goes faster. Now on every floor you go, where's the file? You don't know where it is. Just finding a workstation, it's frustrating to waste 4 or 5 minutes. It eats away a lot of time of the day. That takes a lot of your energy at the end of the day. You try to go faster, you quickly find somewhere to set yourself up, open your computer, and get ready. But taking a good look at the file and the patient takes as long as it takes. How are you?
Tired.
Mr. Renault is a patient I've seen on several occasions. We got him to see that there was nothing more we could do, that we had got to the end of his illness. Now the challenge is to make him understand that he needs to plan his end-of-life care. We found out that his wife couldn't look after him at home to give him palliative care, although that's what we had organized last time. If you can't go home, you'll need to think about going to a center. You have to respect the caregiver's capacity. She can't handle it. It isn't easy, is it? We know emphysema is a terminal illness, and that's what he has. But for his wife to stay with him at home while he's dying, it isn't like when you know someone has cancer. It's harder, I think, for the family or partner to stay with someone who's dying when it isn't an illness. It's obviously terminal. If you go to a center where everything is planned out and runs smoothly, where you'll be taken good care of, you'll be comfortable. But you can wait here until you find somewhere.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We understood each other. We have a new decision now, but it was a big challenge today because this is a patient who has only recently accepted that he's at the end of the road, at the end of his illness.
Thank you, doctor, for your care and your approach.
It's my pleasure. When you like what you do, that makes up for the difficulties you go through. But it's true that it's tiring. There are weeks when you're morally and physically tired.
When the families or the patients themselves are worried, I think it's important to spend time reassuring them. Because if they remain worried and they have a lot of unanswered questions, that's going to add to their stress, anxiety, and frustration. It can break the bond of trust with the medical team. How are you this morning?
I'm not good.
Not good? Go on, I'm listening. This elderly lady has poor heart function and unfortunately developed kidney failure, so we had to start giving her dialysis. Show me where it hurts. Here? She tolerated the last dialysis sessions poorly. It was very difficult. Her pressure fell, and she went into intensive care for arrhythmia. I think we'll probably have to reschedule a dialysis session because we won't be able to do it before next Tuesday. The concern is that she might have another heart attack. It's impossible to predict, to know exactly if she will or won't. That's why she's still in the coronary unit. She might stay here for a few days under observation for the next dialysis sessions. I'll double check your file and we'll talk later, okay? The 5 or 10 minutes we spend talking to the families is never wasted time.
Relax. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We're going to give you a shot. You'll breathe a lot better, okay? Take some deep breaths. Gently, gently, gently.
Look at me too.
That's where a good internal medicine doctor shows. I have a carbon copy still in hemo, but I had time to do the coronary. Saturation's at 47.
That's good. Go ahead. I'll take care of him. When there are 2 urgent situations at the same time in intensive care, or worse, one in intensive care and the other outside intensive care, that waters down our resources and we have to act fast. At that time, it's important to dispatch resources. I have the advantage of working with an extremely organized team who know their roles. It's reassuring to know. Yes, I'm busy now, but the people who I'm sending are capable.
Do you have any health problems?
No more than usual.
It's a bit difficult to go from one to the other, from a case that isn't intense to one that is. We have a 2-year-old who's come in with gastrointestinal distress. It's unusual. 2 heart attacks, a toddler in distress, and many other cases to treat. It was a bit of a mess. With babies and toddlers, it's always the worst. When babies are in distress, you don't know how it will turn out. This is a really complicated case. With a tracheostomy, significant respiratory distress, it's not a question of putting him to sleep and intubating him. You can't intubate him because he's already had a tracheostomy.
Today we're working with an extremely reduced team. So if we have 3 cases at the same time today, which need intensive care at the same time, it's going to be a challenge to manage. Here, we're ready.
There's another patient who isn't doing well in hemodynamics. They need intubation.
I'm perched on the foot of the bed, ready to start intubation. And then I found out that the condition of the second patient, who's still in hemodynamics, has deteriorated.
Attention, code blue.
It's okay. We can't go, so let's carry on. Someone else will go. Right now, my priority is the patient in front of me. I'm sure someone will go to the code blue, but I won't abandon this patient. I've started something. If I leave, things will go wrong for him fast. Do we still have CO2?
Yes, we have CO2.
I'm focused on my patient. I'm working on him. But in my head, I'm thinking, when will I get a window of opportunity to go see what's happening with the other patients? It's draining because you don't know. Maybe on the other side, they really need me. I have to think about these things. My eyes are on my patient, but my ears are listening out. Carry IVs to... I'm just going to go check what's happening in coronary.
Perfect.
I stabilized him. I knew I had 1 or 2 minutes while the nurses had things to do. I could leave the patient with them. How's the other side looking?
It's ongoing. There are 2 cardiologists, David and Sebastian.
That's good. I can stay over here.
I think so.
That's good.
With this toddler, another 15 minutes and we would have lost him. But he recovered very quickly with our treatment. That's extremely satisfying. We're all pleased he's doing better. It drains your energy. Doing that all day would be very tiring. You need a mix of easier tasks, human contact, and things that don't require so much energy, thought, and the adrenaline of not knowing how things will turn out. I'm gonna go get a coffee, drop the pressure. I would happily have a beer and go home, but that's not an option. Okay, this file, it's done. I may not see many other patients. I need to deal with a family who didn't know yet that their mother's dead. Hello, this is Dr. Gagnon from Maisonneuve Rosemont Hospital. Sorry, we found you through the police. Could someone from your family come to the hospital?
Mr. Emery?
Yes?
Hello? I woke you up, sorry.
I went to sleep a bit late last night.
Okay. If you're on duty, you don't sleep, because that can happen. It makes it much harder to keep your focus. You need your intellectual faculties. Our work involves people's lives. We have to make decisions that have a huge impact on people's lives. Bye, Mr. Emery. People trust us. I think it's important to be rigorous in this process. We carry a lot on our shoulders. It's very stressful to always make sure we're giving 110%. We've finished going around the intensive care unit. We can devote the afternoon to visiting patients on other floors. Hello, Dr. Senecal. Are you feeling better?
Better. I had big news from the doctor this morning.
What did he tell you?
That I don't have much time left. because my kidneys aren't working at all.
We have to accompany them in making difficult decisions. Sometimes it's an emotional strain.
I don't want to push it.
Sure.
If I go on dialysis, what life will I have? What life will my family have?
Dialysis is difficult. You have to come to the hospital and do the treatment, which takes 4 hours. After that, you have to go home. You have dialysis treatment 3 days a week, 52 weeks a year, until you die. Even if your kidneys get better, would you prefer not to go on dialysis?
They'll never be how they were.
Well, maybe. We don't know. I think this patient could benefit from having dialysis on a temporary basis because he still has his driver's license, and despite his age, he's in pretty good shape. He could still have a good quality of life. But that's my personal judgment. What's important is his judgment.
At 85 years old, I don't want to. We all have to go.
Refusing dialysis means accepting death. Accepting death is very hard. Doesn't it upset you?
Not at all.
Have you made peace with that decision? When we've confirmed that a patient is able and understands, it's the patient's choice. I think we should respect the patient's choice. We won't let you down because you don't want dialysis. Absolutely not. We'll continue to give you all the necessary care.
That's why. I feel safer this way. When it's time, I'll go. That's all.
Depending on my state of health, I don't know if I'd agree to dialysis at 85 years old. We'll see. You have the right to change your mind, Mr. Fontaine. I want you to know, but we'll respect your decision. So we'll carry on like this, but we won't do dialysis.
Very well.
Excellent, bye. Have a nice rest of the day, Mr. Fontaine. In medicine, it's always said that you should be empathetic but not sympathetic. It's important to accept that we will experience emotions. It's normal. As doctors, we aren't robots. There are emotions, and often they affect us. In our line of work, fatigue isn't so much physical as psychological or intellectual, but there's also emotional fatigue.
Hello. Listen.
Yes.
Your grandmother was at a bus stop and she fell to the ground. When the paramedics arrived, she was having a heart attack. It's definitely challenging to break the news that someone has died. This kind of unexpected death, when the family isn't aware and the person wasn't unwell when they left home. We continued giving CPR for another 20 minutes, but we couldn't revive her. I didn't want to tell you over the phone. It's energy consuming because breaking the news requires compassion. You have to be ready. You never know what you're going to face. Do you want to see her?
Yes.
Okay, come with me.
I'll follow you.
After breaking news like that, you often need a quick break. The idea is that I drop it and go to see the next patient. Often with the next patient, I don't really have the energy, but it soon catches up with you when you get back into the swing of things. It kind of takes care of itself. Okay, he's all yours.
Does it hurt here? No?
Big day today. Really.
Come here, ma'am. We'll go through here, no problem. We have 6 cesareans today. The triage nurse will probably be busy, so I'm going to lend her a hand. I'm going to give you a night shirt and then ask you to get changed. We'll record the baby's heartbeat and make sure the baby is fine. There's no routine. When I come in tomorrow morning, I could be doing something else entirely. In 2 weeks, the same. Every day is different. I'm always aware something could go wrong. You have to expect the unexpected in the delivery room, and you have to be apprehensive and consider the worst-case scenario.
I had a miscarriage.
Okay. I'm really sorry to hear that. Is there someone who can come join you here? No? Do you have a partner? Have you called him? We're used to these situations, but it's hard to find the right words to say. Would you prefer if I took you to the small examination room with the baby's heartbeats? It's a lot to handle, right? People think this is a happy place, but that isn't necessarily always true. Of course, as a mom, as a nurse who's a mother, it can be very moving. I'm going to see Dr. Aslan. I'm going to explain the situation so she can come see you about the next steps. Can I do anything for you? No? I'm sorry. As a nurse, it's a challenge to give them proper support because they deserve proper support in this unfortunate situation.
Have you told your partner? Not yet? Okay. The most important thing is you shouldn't feel guilty.
Whether the loss is at 6 weeks, 20 weeks, or 40 weeks, it's still losing a baby.
Can you call my partner?
What do you want me to tell him exactly? That he should come see you or their situation?
Tell him the situation.
This is the first time I've called a partner, but it was what she wanted. She asked me 2 or 3 times. She handed me her phone, so I felt like it was what she wanted. We don't downplay anything. We're here to help and support them, to guide them through it, but it's not always easy. Your husband is on his way.
Thank you.
Days like this are a bit more emotionally charged. It's hard to take. It seems unfair. Even though as nurses we say these things happen, but we don't want these things to happen. Even if we know they're going to, it's unacceptable, but it happens anyway.
Yes? We're sending the nurse.
Sometimes the occupancy rate is so high that a lot of things are happening at the same time. I don't lose track, but I have to stay focused, that's for sure. The assistant has to be there at every birth.
Shall we go again? Push as hard as you can. Go on. Push hard, 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 hard. Go on. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Here we go.
Congratulations.
A little dimple in the chin? What's that? Oh, yeah.
When it comes to births, we can't get enough. We can't get enough of the beauty, especially the couple's reactions. How can you get tired of seeing a really happy couple? It's the beauty of life.
Hi, King.
Oh, I love you.
We're approaching the table. After intubating him, the next step will be to put in a central track. His jugular is just on the edge of the carotid artery. This guy has been treated with heparin. He has a particular anatomical feature. His jugular, which is the blood vessel we want to inject in his neck, is just next to his carotid artery, which is the big artery that sends blood to the brain. This patient is anticoagulated. We really don't want to jab his carotid artery, and I have to position my needle within ½ inch of his carotid artery. Clearly, this is highly difficult. You must understand that what we ask residents to do is usually because of the teaching pyramid. I mean, this is an extremely complex case. There is such a high risk that we say, it's not for the students to try to do this, even if they're very good. There's no margin for error. For me, 1 day in intensive care is like 1 week of hospitalization. I can give a patient a week's worth of treatment in a single day. Thanks a lot. My patients experience everything sped up. So I have to follow the rhythm my patients set. Right now, I don't feel worn out. The task is finished, but the work isn't finished. I have to stabilize my patient and then prepare him for a coronary angiogram. And I have to meet my new patient, who I don't know yet, that my colleagues are working on. That was extremely intense physically, because we were doing a lot. Now we're moving on to mental activities: preparation, organization, optimization. When the adrenaline rush stops, you feel exhausted. I mean, it's physiological. But you have to give yourself an internal boost and go, now isn't the time to rest. There are still things to do. You have to turn your attention to new problems to solve. Basically, you're constantly busy. So that's the person you went to get on the table.
Decompressing.
Good work. The calmest moments of the day aren't necessarily the dull moments. We're human beings. We need some time to recover, regain energy, and recharge our batteries. There are moments when we make sure we haven't lost control of the rest of the unit, that nothing has changed, that there's no news.
As doctors, we have a lot of anxiety. I think in general, we're pretty obsessive people. It's like, have I forgotten something? All the time. When we're tired, we go over things 2 or 3 times to make sure we haven't forgotten anything. I'm going to take a look at everything and we'll talk tomorrow.
You're very kind.
It's my pleasure. Bye. See you. Every decision we make is important. That's why we always need to focus. We try to do things right all day, and that's exhausting. We get tired. If we need to finish late, we finish late. That's part of our lives.
It's 2 minutes to 5. If it makes you feel better, I'm going to see him today. The patient had a scan which showed he had a lesion and seepage in his lung. Gotta go back upstairs. The surgeon treating him wanted our opinion. She couldn't explain why he had run out of oxygen at that point in the day. If we don't go now, we'll have to leave the job to whoever is on duty. But the person on duty already has a lot of patients to see. Hello. We've already met in 2013. So instead of leaving something we can do now to someone else, we do it. Breathe through your mouth. It's the final day of my 2 weeks. I want everything to be clear and in order for the next person who takes over, so they understand where I was with each patient.
Is that all right? Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Same to you.
Thanks, bye. There's always a little bit of stress that takes our fatigue away. I think in the heat of the moment, you don't notice it so much, but at the end of the day, when everything's finished, I think that's when the fatigue kicks in.
When our rooms are full and we're at maximum capacity, it's exhausting. If you don't like to work, don't work here. You have to be a hard worker, that's for sure. Which should we choose for the baby?
The white one.
The white one? There are days when I'm like, the delivery room is closed, that's enough. If we could close the doors, we'd close them. But every day it's about having a flow and a rotation that goes well. It's nice, that's our job. Soon another nurse will take the reins. My shift is nearly over, so another nurse will come and see you.
That's fine.
There are days that are exhausting, but when we get up the next day, it's all forgotten, and we start again.
Bye, Marlene.
Bye!
Mr. Laflotte, Dr. Marquis is back.
Yes?
Is your breathing better now?
Yes, it's okay. Thank God. Thanks to you.
Good. Tonight, get some sleep. Tomorrow, all being well, I'll send you back to the Cité de la Santé hospital.
Okay, thanks.
Is that all right? We'll even pay for your ambulance. You won't have to take a taxi. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
My game plan for my patients is in motion. I know where I'm going. The last thing is to make sure I've shared my game plan with my duty team. My day is over, but I'm on call tonight. Tonight, I could have 0 admissions, or I could have 5. Right now, as we speak, I really feel like crashing on the couch. I'm thinking about going to bed early. Then there's tomorrow. After that, I'll skip the weekend, but there's a whole other week and another weekend.
I've been wonderfully looked after. Wonderfully. By everyone. I'm speechless about the quality of care
Good, that's great.
that I've received.
We're glad. When you work very, very hard and then the patients thank you, it's heartwarming. We'll leave it there.
Thank you. You're very kind.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. See you tomorrow.
The day is over. I feel like I did everything I could, and I did it well. The decisions we make are stressful, but in a way, we make these decisions because we want to help people. And in another way, it's very rewarding. It's give and take.
Are you feeling a little better? I have no idea how much time is left because I have no idea what time it is. I have things all over the place, files to fill out. At a certain point, I think it's more important to sort out patients and speak to patients than do paperwork. Hello. Well, I finished going over your brain scan results.
And?
There was nothing in particular. No bleeding and no infection. If it's a migraine, tomorrow morning, you won't feel any pain and you'll be in good form, okay?
Okay.
If it's an inner ear infection, you'll get some vertigo.
Okay.
Okay? If the same kind of thing happens again, we want to see you again. Yes, it's hard to work day and night. Yes, it's hard to work one in 2 or 3 weekends.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay? Bye. Helping people is probably what keeps me going. Can you say it's a calling? I don't know. That's for other people to say. Negative emotions like, I don't like my job, I can't wait to retire, in my opinion, are much more draining than what we do.